has been for years now, but he calls me up and just checks in on me. And sometimes when I'll start getting down on myself, he'll remind me, hey man, don't forget this, and this. So be open to listening to when somebody else brags on you or says something positive. You just take that moment. And we're so quick sometimes, like, oh, stop it. But sometimes you got to go like, keep it up. It's okay. Come on, shower. Give me all you can, right? Because I'm having a really shitty day today, and I want to hear it.
Right.
Take it and be proud. And you know what? I think we get so big in the rat race that we forget all these things that we've done. And there's that comment that I used to hear all the time in the South, that never forget that you're in the exact same position right now that somebody wishes they could be in, or you're in the exact same position 5 years ago you wish you could accomplish. So remember that you're accomplishing these things in structure. And then the last thing is, whoever your friends and family are, your true core, those 5 people that are around you, that are just holding you together, the cells that keep you going, lean on those folks and know that what you're doing for them, know your contributions you're making in the workforce, and just be proud of who you are as a person. And I get it. I know it gets tough sometimes, and that's why I say write down the goals and have something you can look back on and go, hey, you know what? I did that. And it keeps you focused and moving forward. I hope that helps, Lazaro.
Yes, it does. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So one of the big suggestions that I heard consistently throughout this chat is, pat yourself in the back, obviously, but also write down what you've accomplished. And those, whatever goals you set for yourself, every year in the industry, we are tasked to do a performance goal setting type. And whatever you accomplish, put it in a folder, save it, write it down, print it out, keep it in a Word document, but document something so that when that performance review comes to you, you don't just rely on your manager to remember what you did and achieved. You actually go into those meetings and say, hey, this is what I have, this is what I actually accomplished. And in addition to Bradley's point, if you have those printed out, if you have it in paper, a paper copy, or if you send it to yourself via your Hotmail, Gmail, or whatever it is, and you file it, and then at home you download it into a USB, if you end up getting affected by a riff, you're not going to have the opportunity to download a lot of things immediately from your computer. So be prepared, because that way you are already prepared in advance and you have that information, so that when you actually have to look for a different position, a new job, you can simply go to your USB, Gmail, Hotmail, whatever email account that you use, and download that information and paste it to whatever application process you're going to be submitting. I hope that helps. Melanie, you have your hand up.
You made me think of something when you were talking about accomplishments and how you can say like some of your accomplishments. Somebody taught me a trick on my resume. When I have like your summary for your current job underneath, I put major accomplishment and I put what that significant thing was, whether it was being recognized for an award, whether it was for achieving something that somebody hadn't achieved, or an award that you received. So underneath, and so far it's worked out really nice. So that's a way that you can also kind of input something, that you have achieved. That's great, and showcase it on your resume. So that's kind of how I do that. If anybody wants my resume on how I do that, you more than welcome to ask. I'll show it to you.
Awesome. And anybody that's interested in connecting with anybody, you can definitely send a LinkedIn request. And for Diego, if you're interested in pursuing aerospace, Melanie works for Blue Origin. I work for Northrop Grumman. And we have Mina, who works or used to work for Boeing for 30 plus years. So you have a resource of individuals. So definitely connect to all of us. And with that, I'm going to say thank you so much. We're past the time, but I definitely enjoyed this conversation. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Diego, Bradley, Melanie, Mina, Erika, Lourdes, Angie, Emmanuel, Joseph, Gavi, Dalia, and Dr. Tracy, Araceli, Oscar, and Norberto. Thank you for joining us. If I can